Hi, everybody. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's dinner time, and we are about to cook dinner tonight. I'm going to make a lamb chop dinner. We're going to do some vegetables, and tonight's vegetable is going to be a green bean casserole. And then with it, we're going to have some egg noodles with it. So we're just about to get started. How you guys' day going? How you guys' day going? If you are new to my channel, hit that like and subscribe button so that when I put up new videos, you'll be one of the first to see. So, like I said, we are going to be making lamb tonight. So I have already washed my hands, and let's go through the ingredients that you're going to need to make the lamb dinner. So we're going to be making some green beans. So we have fresh green beans. Today they're making the green beans so easy in the supermarket to get. You can get them already washed and already trimmed. So that is a huge time saver that you can use for cooking these green beans during the week. Then we're going to need some fresh rosemary. So we have the fresh rosemary that you can just find in the package, or if you look into the herbs aisle in your supermarket, you could get that there as well. We have some lamb chops here, fresh lamb chops. Those look really good. I love lamb chops. So you're gonna need, if you're making this for 4 people, you're gonna need 3 or 4 lamb chops. Then also we're going to need an onion to go with our green bean casserole. We're going to need some salt, some extra virgin olive oil, some black pepper, some all-purpose seasoning, and I'm also going to be using some sazon to season our lamb with. And we have some cream of mushroom for our green bean casserole. So let's get started, guys. So we're going to start with our lamb. Let's give it a season. And I always tell y'all, when you're cooking during the week, make your life easy, for real. So what I do is I get these little bags here from the supermarket. The little bags that you put your vegetables in. I always grab a few. So I put them in the vegetable bag, and we're going to season our meat in these bags. So it's easy season, easy cleanup. So let's go through our seasons. We're going to put a little black pepper, and I'm going to say about 1.5 teaspoons of the black pepper. We'll need a little salt without breaking it up. The top fell right off, guys. We'll need a little garlic and herb seasoning. And that's about 1.5 tablespoons of the garlic and herb seasoning. Then we're going to need a little bit of sazon. And this is one of my favorites that I use. I also use all-purpose seasoning that I have, and I'm going to be letting you guys have the recipe really soon, and it's also going to be available for purchase pretty soon. So I'll let you guys know when it's ready. So, all right, so we have our seasonings here for our lamb chops, and we're going to just turn the bag so that it's twisted, and we're going to just rub the meat with all the seasonings that we just put in the bag. And this is a great way to season your meat. It's a perfect way to season your meat. So we're going to just actually put it on a plate here so that it has something to sit on. And again, you just want to massage the seasonings that you just put in the bag right onto the meat. Try to get it all in there. Smells so good. So we have our meat that's been seasoned. Just make sure that the seasonings are going on both sides of your meat so that you're going to have a really flavorful piece of meat when it's done. So here we are. So look at that, guys. Look at how seasoned that is. And again, you want to get both sides. So I'm going to flip this one over and make sure that it's seasoned. Really important. I mean, you have to make sure both sides have flavor, not just one side. So I think our meat is looking good. You want to do this for about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And if you wanted to even maximize more flavor, you can put this bag into a bowl or even on the plate and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for about 20 minutes to give the meat more time to absorb the seasoning. But because we're cooking dinner now, we're going to cook it right now. So I'm just going to wash my hands. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so we're back and we're going to turn our eye on. Let's turn our eye on. We're going to put it on medium. And then we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. So we have our olive oil, and then we're going to just put our lamb chops and brown them in this pan. You don't need much because the lamb will make its own oil. So you only need about 2 tablespoons. Also, guys, don't forget we have the merch available, the In the Kitchen with Alethea merch. I'm not wearing anything tonight, but we have the unisex baseball caps. We have the unisex t-shirts available for purchase of all sizes in black and in white. We also have kitchen aprons available. So they're available at AletheaKitchenCorner.com. So if you want to purchase one, they are available for purchase and they're in stock now. Okay, so our eye is hot and we're going to add our lamb chops and let them start cooking. So we have our bag here that we're using to save ourselves from having to do so many dishes, you know? All these little things matter when you're cooking during the week. If you have a 9 to 5 that you go to during the week, all these little time savers really save on time. So we're going to get our lamb chops in and start our cooking. So we have our first one here going in. And you want to just put it in the pan and let it start cooking. And make sure the seasoning is throughout. There we are. And then we have our last one. That's starting to cook there. We're going to add our last one to the pan. Make a little room for the last guy. Here we go. Okay, so these are going to brown. And we're going to let them do their thing while we move on. Okay, guys, so we're going to move on to the next thing that we are cooking. We're going to put our noodles on so that they can start to cook. I'll be right there, guys. Okay, so we have our egg noodles here that we are going to be making with our dinner tonight. So we're going to just add them to our pot here and bring them to a boil. You want to add a little bit of water and then a little bit of salt to your pasta water. So about 1.5 teaspoons for your pasta water. So we're going to just add it to the pot. Okay. And then we're going to just let that bubble and let it cook. Okay, guys, our lamb chops are smelling delicious. Delicious. So let's give a look and see what they're looking like. You've got to check them to see how brown they are. And then we're going to turn them. Look at that. Delicious. So it's time to flip and let them cook on the other side. These look really good. And then we're going to flip our last one. And then that way they will cook and brown on both sides. Now we're going to add some fresh rosemary. This is when we add the fresh rosemary. And this is what it looks like when you take it out of the package. A whole bunch of stems. Smells wonderful. So you're going to just take a few stems and then take it off and sprinkle it all over the lamb chops. And be careful, you don't want to add too much rosemary because rosemary can be pretty strong. But I love rosemary with lamb. Not everybody likes lamb, but I do. It's really good. So we're going to cover this and let this cook for a little bit. We're going to add just a smidge more of black pepper. Because we want to make sure our meat is very well seasoned. We're adding some black pepper and a little bit more garlic so that our lamb is going to be great when it's all done cooking. So we're going to put a top on this and then we're going to let it cook on this side. I'll be right there. Okay guys, so we're going to cover our lamb chops and let that do its thing. So let's make a little room here, and now we're going to start preparing for our green bean casserole. Let's clean up a little bit and then we'll get started. Be right there, guys. So we have our green beans here that we're going to use. Let's open these up. Then we're going to chop our onion. Check on our pasta. Make sure that it's doing well. It's looking good, y'all. Okay, so far things are looking good, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the lamb chops cook for another 5 minutes, and then we're going to let the pasta cook for another 5 minutes, and then when we come back we're going to start the green bean casserole. I'll see you guys when we come back.